In a world fraught with coronavirus, quarantine, and fear, these 5 high school friends separated by thousands of miles are reunited. By cabin fever, their unwavering shared hatred for cats, and a regular Zoom meeting. Their purpose? To entertain themselves, and possibly you too. This is the Dumb Stuff Podcast.
Hey Frank, thanks for joining us from Florida.
Hey, you're welcome. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear your TV too.
Can you? Sorry.
What's on? Football?
Monday Night Football.
He's watching porn with the son.
That's quality time right there.
Father-son bonding.
Why is he asleep? It's 8 o'clock.
He's tired.
Works.
From
Been
what?
working
What
all
you guys
day.
been doing?
You worked today.
Yeah,
11
we
hours.
all did except for Shane. That doesn't mean we're snoozing on the couch.
Just because I got you muted doesn't mean I can't hear you. Oh,
Hey,
Frank,
Kurt.
here comes
Hey,
Joe.
Joe.
You better get this Secret Santa thing down before Joe hangs up tonight.
Oh crap! I forgot about that.
What are the rules,
yeah.
Frank?
What are the rules? And
Let us-
who's buying for who? Tell me now.
Let us know how this whole thing works. Otherwise, we're gonna be stressed
You
over
already
it.
did. Should we draw names?
No,
It's
you
your-
don't ask, you tell.
It's your
Yeah.
it's your idea. You tell us how it's gonna work.
We could do an alphabetical order, or we could draw names. What do you guys want to do?
Okay, which one are you gonna
Alphabetical
do?
order.
Alphabetical by first name or last name?
Oh my gosh.
Or middle name?
Or
Let's do
middle name. Wait,
Let's do middle name.
alphabetical by dog's name?
No, I don't have a dog. He died.
Joe,
Oh, sorry. Sorry to bring up that bad memory.
I don't care. It was just a dog, Kurt.
New Yorkie died?
Yeah, about what, 6-7 months ago.
Oh, okay. I wish my Yorkie would die.
Frank, you only had the mama dog? You didn't have a mama and a daddy?
We got rid of the daddy.
Because
guys
you had
are
a lot
changing
of
the subject
litters.
here.
exactly.
Hold on,
Joe.
let's get
Frank,
this. This
Okay.
won't take long. You had a lot of litters. You had both the mama and the dada.
Yeah.
Dad. You were making good money and having fun, and so why'd you get rid of the dad?
He was a pain in the butt.
Okay. All right. Now who
Okay, let's do middle
who buys
names.
for who? Okay.
All right.
Do you know any of our middle names?
Mick,
Mix is easy.
what is it, Michael?
Middle name. Mick Michael.
Wow.
Frankie, honestly, do you know
Okay,
anybody's middle name? I
Okay,
think I know them all,
Shane's is easy. Mix is easy.
My middle name is Joseph.
but Frank, do you
Okay.
not know my middle name?
Shane,
it-
Michael?
Isn't it Yvonne?
Shane's is so easy.
I've been going by my middle name for like 50 years.
What's your first name?
You don't know his first name?
Frank.
Why are you in this meeting? Why are you a part of this group if you don't know his first name?
Is it Frederick?
Yes,
There you
Frederick
go.
Shane. There, you got
Okay.
one.
I got Shane.
I don't think I know Frank's middle name.
Joe.
It's easy.
Frankie?
Frank doesn't have one.
Frankie.
I have 4 middle names.
Frankie Joe. It's Frankie Joe.
That's what I said.
Mick knew it.
I didn't hear what Mick said. It was
I
a
didn't
mumble.
either.
Michael.
I'll give
Ever
you a
watch
hint.
The Office?
The Office.
I hate The Office. That's a stupid show.
But have you
It's not.
watched?
It's not. It's very funny.
It's awesome.
You don't know what
It's
you're
a
talking
stupid
about.
show. Stupid show.
What's the name of the main character?
I don't know. I don't watch the show.
Jim. Michael Jim.
Jim.
Mick
Jim and
Jim.
Pam.
Dwight.
Do you
Pam.
know Kurtz?
Pam's the main character.
Everybody better know Kurtz.
Yes.
Kurt Williams. I know that one.
Frank even knew that one. That was easier than
Put it on your Facebook.
Mix and Shane.
What's Joe's? Joseph.
Joe Joseph.
Is it Lynn?
I think it's Glenn
Joseph Glenn?
Lynn.
or Lynn. It's either Lynn or Glenn.
Lynn is my brother's middle name.
It's Glenn then.
It is.
I wasn't sure. I should know your middle name, but I
Good
wasn't.
job. Why should
I
you know
thought it
my
was-
middle name?
the best part about that was when Joe said, "Why would you know my middle name?" and looked up. He was looking right at Kurt on my screen. It was like the Brady Bunch.
Now we know everybody's middle names. So
Except
now,
Frank.
What's Mick?
we?
What's
Well,
Mick?
Scott.
Everybody knew that one, Frank.
Everyone
Michael
knew that.
Scott?
Michael
Yes.
Scott.
Really?
Really?
I didn't know that. Are you named after somebody?
The character in The Office, yeah.
My son-
The Office has been around for 51 years. Didn't you know that?
So
All
who's
right,
first
so
then?
yeah. So
Frank, you tell us.
Okay,
Quit
so
asking us
Glenn,
questions.
so
Man
Glenn,
up.
Glenn would be first.
if you guys would shut up, Glenn buys for Joe.
Wait, Joe, middle name Joe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Glenn buys for Joe.
Joe
Joe
buys.
So-
buys for
Oh
Scott.
man, I got two S's here. Okay, so I buy for Scott. Scott buys for Shane. Shane buys for William.
And William buys for nobody.
For
For
Glenn.
Glenn.
William
All
always
right, I
buys
was
for
trying to get
Glenn.
away with something there.
All right.
So what's our $5 limit?
Oh,
Really?
no. You
No.
can't get anything for $5.
Yeah.
25 bucks?
I like 25.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
I like 25.
That's it though.
You
Can I
guys don't
just,
know my-
Shane, can I just send you $25?
Yes. Did anybody watch the video Mick just sent? Because we talked about this last week.
I don't
Shane, that's
watch,
fun getting you.
I do not watch videos that Mick sends.
I don't like watching videos that make sense.
Talked about this last week. Kurt needs to watch it though.
I'm not. This is a NASA computer. I'm not watching anything that Mick sends me.
Watch it later.
I'll do it on my phone, I guess.
Isn't that funny?
Hey, who am I buying for again?
You set the parameters.
All right, somebody needs to type the assignments into the chat because we're not going to remember this tomorrow.
So I would imagine Frank spending $25 on one of us. I mean, with all the kids he has, he probably really only does spend $5 on each of them. Hey kid, here's your orange. Here's your Christmas orange.
He probably
And a
makes
pair of
some
socks.
homemade gifts.
I've been working on them all year.
Well, that's why I needed to get this done because it takes a long time to knit things.
Okay, so when are we gonna do
With your
this?
toes.
You
Oh, let's
mail
take
it
it-
to him like Kurt said, and you put.
No, I know, but
Okay.
let's do it on
Mail it anytime.
December
You can mail it.
20th.
You can mail it tomorrow, right? You just can't
I know,
open it
but-
until we have a meeting.
Let's open it December 20th.
So what's a Monday? What are the Mondays?
The 20th.
Yeah, that's the week of Christmas. That's the
Christmas.
first day of the week of Christmas. Christmas
good,
isn't until
Kurt.
Saturday.
Good job.
Christmas is until Saturday that week. So
Which is
we're-
what, on the 25th?
So so that Monday,
What-
Who
what
let
day
Frank
is
in
Shouldn't.
this meeting? Could we kick him out?
it's not so close to Christmas Day
Kurt,
that people are going to be like,
Kurt.
I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that.
it?
So yeah, I
bet
agree.
you- I
Write
bet
it
you
down in
drive
the
your wife
chat.
Crazy, Kurt.
20th.
You have to analyze everything for like 20 minutes.
Frankie, do you remember who you're buying for?
Yep, Shane.
No, the SC.
Oh, okay.
Good gosh, I'm gonna get like 3 gifts, aren't I?
Oh,
None of them will be from Frank.
You want a 13-year-old Yorkie? I'll send you that.
So did everybody have a good Thanksgiving? Because I ate like way too much.
yeah, we can tell, Shane.
I mean, I ate and ate and ate all day.
So that's your choice.
Yeah.
Are you blaming Thanksgiving
No,
for your choices?
He didn't ask for a critique. He asked how our Thanksgiving was.
I had a plate full of food. Tried to keep it high on protein and low on other crap. Ended up not gaining any weight, thankfully.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
do bad.
Yeah, Kurt, you shared that with us. I was kind of disappointed though that you didn't share all your weight information,
Shut up! I hate you.
like the BMI.
I'm gonna have to lose a few more pounds for those numbers to actually be
Make sure you share it with us
meaningful.
when you do.
Well, we've all got the smart, Frank. Shut up,
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
way.
no,
But
we
we've all got the smart scales, right?
Well,
all of us
don't.
but you. All of us but you.
All but me.
Frank has got one of those scales where they put
I
like
thought you all had smart
rocks
scales.
on one
On
side,
one side.
and the person sits on the other, and they know how
I
much the
hang from
rocks
it.
weigh.
You ever put a duck on the other side?
He's a witch.
He's a witch. Burn him. I thought
Everybody
the whole
gets that except
point
Frank.
of having these smart scales is to show all the numbers.
Yeah, shows trends.
So shut up, Frank.
Mine just shows the weight.
Don't even try to scale shame me. Joe bought me that scale, and I will
He's
not
gonna
be
use it.
scale shamed by the likes of you. Frank, you're spending a whole week and a weekend, a week plus a weekend.
No, so I mean, we came back Saturday morning.
Are you in Florida right now?
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, how many times can one person travel to Florida in a year? Second of all, do
It's
you
only been-
work?
Stay
Yeah, I'm
away,
working from Florida.
stay away from the prisons.
Stay away from the prisons, Frank.
Yeah.
That's a private joke. He's not going to get that.
Well, we
That's
did.
rude. That is so
It's
rude
on
of
your
you,
other
Shane.
chat. It's on your other chat that I'm not included in. I get it.
It is on our other chat that you're not included.
I know. I'm done. See you guys.
So Frank, how long are you in Florida? I'm trying to figure out what we can do.
No,
I think Frank should come to Florida every Monday because the internet here is really good. He hasn't been cutting out yet.
you know what
Second.
his speed is? His speed is like 356.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Nice.
It makes the movies go quicker.
Florida's great. Florida has great internet. So take that, Joseph Glenn.
I bet you
So
if you go out into the
what are your pla-
Everglades, which are 9/10 of the state, there's not good internet there.
Frank, are you remotely working like all week while you're
Yeah.
here? So why did you stay the whole week if your son has to go to work during the day and you have to work during the
We had the
day?
weekend together and we got the evenings together, so we're having fun. while he's
Yeah,
sleeping.
you've got some quality time going on in the evenings, I can tell. He's snoozing on the couch at 8 p.m.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Wow.
Shane, you didn't.
Yes.
You gave away our super secret,
Oh,
our
yes!
super secret meeting. Hey, Kelly,
Hey,
Hello.
Kelly, welcome.
How's it going?
can you see us all? If you can't, click
Better
on
now that
click
you're
on
here.
gallery
Nice.
view.
I see y'all.
Awesome. You're looking good, man.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm ready to retire.
You look better than Shane, that's for sure.
Oh, that's not saying
I
much.
don't
Everybody
quite
looks
have
better than
much.
Shane.
Gray, I still got my hair thinning a little bit, but still got some.
You don't have as much as
Dude.
Frank. Look at that mop on Frank's head.
Yeah, you're
Can't
second
see it.
only
He
to
doesn't have good
Frank in this
lighting.
meeting.
Yeah.
You got way more hair than most of us, Kelly. Look
Yeah.
at that. We should probably mention, in case this does make it to the podcast, that Kelly is Shane's brother. He just surprised us by joining tonight.
So how you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good,
Oh.
hanging in there.
It's probably hard for you guys. You guys are probably tired working all day. Shane's all lively, ready to go. He didn't have to do anything all day. Just
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He just
Plus,
lounges
it's
on the
only-
couch all day.
It's only 5:30.
I'm surprised he's not
I haven't
like
even
in
had dinner yet.
Vegas or California or Colorado,
Frank, tell Kelly where you are right now.
just down in Florida.
Again.
I saw you've been traveling a lot.
Little
You're at a
bit.
football game, aren't you?
Yesterday we were, yeah.
Yeah. And then where were you at? Out in Colorado, or where were you?
California?
Yosemite, out in
Yosemite.
California.
California.
Have you ever been there, Kelly?
No, I do want to go there.
You got to go. It's
Yeah.
the most beautiful place in the world,
Frank's whole life is a vacation
Except-
now.
except Joe's
Seriously.
house.
He's
I know, I
he's
think
never
Between
home.
him and
Too, isn't he?
Shane, all they ever do is travel every other month.
He claims that after 30 years he's got a lot of time built up, but I don't buy it.
It's only 25 years. But
Yeah, I'm rounding.
Oh, how many years you got now, Kurt, with NASA?
31.
How many more years are you going to work?
Well, my oldest is a junior in high school, so give me about 6 more years to get him out of college. And
Yeah.
Your
I'll be good.
youngest.
you're younger.
I meant to say my youngest. Yeah.
By the way, Kelly, you're being recorded and everything you say can and will be used against
In a,
you.
in a
I saw it
podcast.
being recorded.
And it will be used in a podcast.
And if you don't listen to our podcast, then Screw
Shame on
you.
you.
Shame on you.
Is Frank not
although,
coming back?
although we get it because it's not really a very good podcast.
You should listen to the one with Wendy in it because I wasn't in it and they badmouthed me the whole time.
Yeah, start with that one. That's a good one.
Where do you do
And
your
then
podcast?
just go
at?
backwards.
Oh,
Right
they're
here.
everywhere.
You're right here. You're in it.
You're
Oh,
in
yeah.
it. We record this. And then
We
Chris
just
edits it.
What do you
We
put
just-
it on YouTube or what?
Uh,
The pod.
It's
we
just
put it-
audio.
we cast it on the pod.
I'll send him the link. By the way, Kelly,
Thanks,
this
Kelly.
is the longest meeting we've had where Frank hasn't brought up porn.
I think you might have missed it earlier, Shane.
He didn't say the word though. He implied it.
All right,
Okay,
Mick,
Mick.
how terrible was that 5K?
Tell me about the 5K.
What was the temperature?
It was in the 40s, I think. It was cold, windy.
Oh, I was gonna say that's a good running temperature.
It is. I mean, it's easier to run in that temperature than it is when it's 100 degrees outside, for
Now,
sure.
Mick, did you run the whole time or is there walking in?
Oh no. I couldn't run the whole time. There were hills. I couldn't.
So was it 60-40? Was it
So-
90-10?
So I ran the first mile, and then it was basically I walked up the hills and ran the straightaways, anything flat, and then I'd run down the hills.
That's good.
What'd you
How
do it for?
Well, why
For-
did I do it?
Yeah,
for about
I still haven't figured that
for
out.
about an hour.
Because the wife signed me up.
So what was your-
You hadn't gone out running or anything, practicing?
No.
This was like last minute, like no
It was
no
probably-
planning at all, right?
Probably right after he'd ate a big dinner.
No, it was in the
It was
morning.
breakfast.
Nick, you should really be thankful that you didn't get hurt at your age.
I know.
Mick, did you carb
Yeah.
load before you run?
The night before, yeah, we did. We had some pasta.
You feel
Yep.
good?
And I mean, I was tired that day and the next day. I
Were
mean,
you sore?
Sure.
not too bad. My legs were a little sore, yeah. My quads were, I guess.
Are you
No
gonna do another one?
no back issues.
a 13-minute mile. Man, my back hurt like hell. Yes, that's just a given. It always hurts.
Are you hooked?
Am I hooked? Oh, I don't know.
You gonna do another one?
When's the next one?
I don't have one signed up yet. So,
All right,
Come on,
so
man.
Kelly, you know Joe runs marathons, right, Kelly?
Well, I knew he ran. I didn't know he ran marathons.
Yeah, he runs marathons.
Yeah, he's
I-
crazy.
You, Kelly,
He's
most of
crazy with a
my-
capital K.
I've run 6
Yeah.
marathons, but I do a lot of half marathons. I run half marathons a lot.
Well, Joe, half
Yeah, that's
marathons are
nuts.
nothing to brag about.
No, they're
mean-
not. It's only half of a
They're
You're
only
just-
marathon.
13.2 miles or something like that.
You're
Yeah,
just,
it's 13.1.
really
just do
nothing.
just do the whole thing. Why stop at half?
I could run a 5K.
Anyway.
I think I could beat Mick.
39 minutes.
Yeah, I think I could beat Mick.
39? That's nothing to sneeze at for
yeah,
an old
that's
man,
respectable.
for somebody your age, in your
Yeah,
shape,
it's in your shape, yeah.
definitely.
Wow.
Mick, I wouldn't be much far behind you. I would definitely be in the 30s. I would
I
not be in the
think-
20s.
Kelly, you need to get Shane out there to do a 5K.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to get in the gym and exercise, and he needs to lose a little bit of weight.
Yeah, what's wrong with this guy?
Oh,
Hey,
We've been working
Shane,
on that too, Kelly,
just-
for the last
Just a
year and a
little,
half.
Kelly.
A little, yeah.
everybody look
have,
at that
but Shane
picture I
hasn't.
just sent. That's me at 30 years old before the pizza place. I was 185 pounds, I think, or 82.
Kind of look like Freddie Mercury.
Whose picture is on
Yeah.
your shirt?
That's me in a bra and panties from when I was like 20 years old.
Well, why didn't you post that one
Okay.
to the
hang on.
chat?
Okay, you can get that one next. That was
Wow.
my 30th, my
He's
30th
going
birthday
for
party.
junk.
That was your 30th birthday?
Yeah.
Well, Shane, you're
What?
not that far. You're only 21 years removed from that.
But 18
Hey.
years at a pizza restaurant.
He's
Yeah, but
blaming
then
the,
you quit-
he's
Then
blaming
you
the
quit
pizza
that
restaurant.
job,
Did you-
quitter.
That's an awesome picture, Shane.
Thank you.
Shane,
I think I was 21 or 22 in the bra.
that's my new Facebook photo profile
Your new-
picture.
I
You
just
did
remember
profile
I remember we'd go out to bars and girls would be all over you, and you're like, "Man, I like this." And I said, "I told you, stay in shape." I got a nice Texas story.
Mick
Mick
needs
wants
to
to
hear it
hear
because
it.
he lives there.
I was in Texas. What was I there for? Something to do with athletic training.
I was
Close.
with you, Kelly.
Yes, I
Yeah.
thought you were. And then I was like, well, maybe you weren't with me.
Yeah.
We're out at a dance club. And so I meet this girl at this dance club, and, she's kind of flirting around with me and stuff. And then she asked me if I want to leave and go to a party with her. And these guys are like, oh, no, don't go. And I'm like, well, she's like, I said, I got to get back to the hotel tonight. Cause I said, we're leaving tomorrow. And she goes, I'll take you back to the hotel. So I go with her to this party and we drive in the car. I mean, it's a 45-minute, an hour drive, probably the opposite way of the hotel. And so we end up pulling in a trailer park. And she's like, this is where the party is. And we go in there and there's a bunch of druggies sitting around with like drugs all over the table and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, what did I get myself into?
How's
So
this
I
any
go,
different
I'm
than any
sitting there
other
for a while.
party?
And finally I said, hey, I got to get going. I said, I got to get back. And, these guys, I said, we're leaving tomorrow. And so she's like, okay, well, she didn't know how to get me back. So,
Jeez.
this was before GPS and all that stuff. She had a little Fiero. So she starts out driving it. She has no money. She needs gas. So I pull over and I put a few bucks in it, gas in it. And I remember driving it. And I'm looking in the rearview mirror and smoke is just rolling out of the back of the Fiero. Like I'm thinking the engine's going to blow up. And I'm like, please just get me to the hotel. So we get back to where we're staying. And there was more than one building. So I lied to her and had her pull up to another building. And I got out and ran, ran because I didn't want her following me. And the next day when we were going to the airport, her Fiero was sitting in the middle of the road on the interstate because it broke down.
Oh man.
Which I knew it was going to, because that thing was, it probably had no oil in it at all. And she'd probably been driving it like that for a while.
Hey, Kelly, have you ever been to a nude beach?
I have.
Isn't it awesome?
I went to Jamaica, and when I booked the place, they said, we've got a nude beach side and we got a regular beach side. Well, I booked the regular beach side because I'm like, I ain't going on no nude beach. So I walk out, and I'm with my first wife at the time, and we walk out on the beach, and there's nobody out there, but down the beach, you can see a lot of people down the beach. I said, everybody's down there. Let's walk down there. So we walk down there, and we hit a sign that says, you're now entering the nude beach side. And it's like, God, everybody was naked. And she's like, well, I might take my top off, but I'm not taking my bottom off. I said, well, I'm not getting naked here either. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not lying. Within a half an hour, I was walking up to the bar completely naked buying drinks.
Isn't it awesome?
Everybody was naked. So I'm just like, well, everybody else is, I might as well too. So
I don't understand how people aren't excited in that environment.
There was
Frank
people.
was.
There was.
There was. I'll be honest with you. Out of, I don't know how many couple hundred people that were there throughout the week, you see, there was probably 5 people that I found that I thought were attractive. The rest were just kind of, didn't.
Kind of like Frank. The rest were Frank.
Yeah,
just
that's
trying to-
true. It's
So I
not
gotta-
like
I gotta
it's
tell
not
you
like
this.
what you see on TV or the movies.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like that.
Hey,
That's the
no,
only
no.
time I've been to a nude beach, and then I ran nude on a Texas beach once in Austin.
Kelly's
No.
ran naked in a hotel. Kelly's ran naked in Colorado.
Don't things like whip and fly
Right.
and flop when
Can
you're
you-
doing that?
I would
It's
like to
gotta be
hear.
long enough to whip and fly, Kurt.
I would like to hear the story behind these runs, please.
Joe's very into running.
One of my runs,
So
I was dared. I was in a Mall of America, and we were staying at a hotel, and they dared me to. It was like 100 yards. This hallway was huge hotel, probably 3 a.m. They said, I dare you to go out there wearing cowboy boots and run naked all the way down that hall and touch the wall and come back. And I said, no. Said, you guys will lock me outside. And they go, no, we won't. No, I swear to God, we won't lock you outside if you do it. But he goes, I'm going to video you running. I put a lampshade on my head, and I took the little ice bucket lid, and I put it in front of my crotch. And I had cowboy boots on, and I ran all the way down the hall, touched it, and ran all the way back. And they didn't lock me out. They videoed me, got in there, and we laughed about it. Well, earlier in that day, me had gone down to this hot tub. And when there was probably 5 or 6 girls in a hot tub that were school teachers from Wisconsin. So we were talking to them, proceeded to tell them about me running naked down the hall, and they laughed. So after we were back up in the room, like I said, I don't know what time this was, 2 or 3 a.m. There was a knock on our door. We'd already been in trouble once by security for being too loud. And so there was a knock on the door, and we're thinking, well, we're not even being loud. What's going on here? So we go to the door, open it up, and there's probably 7 or 8 girls wearing nightgowns. They've got lampshades on, and they got the ice bucket lids in their hands. They're like, we want to see the video. And I'm like, no. And then them guys are like, oh yeah, let's show them the video. And I'm like, no, do not show them the video. And then they were like, no, we want to see it. Come on. They all come in the room. And I'm thinking, well, you're going to see my butt running down the hall. That's all you're going to see. Well, and that's what you do see me running away. And as I'm running back, which I didn't realize, my hand's swinging one way and my other thing swinging the other way the whole time. So, and they were dying laughing.
You didn't
like,
actually
"Oh,
watch
Kelly, we'll
this
never
video
forget ya."
before they showed it to the ladies.
Yeah, we hadn't watched the video. So
Lesson learned.
Hey, I think we need to invite Kelly more often.
This is fun.
Much more entertaining than you guys.
oh, I got some stories, trust me.
You know, stories like that, that's Frank's bread and butter. That's his little porn hub.
Well, I went to Howard Stern's XXX porn vacation. They had all these porn stars. They'd rent out a hotel, and all these porn stars would come to the hotel, and they would film videos and stuff. And you could walk around and meet them and talk to them and all this stuff. And my buddy and me were going to Cancun, so he calls me and says, "Hey, Howard Stern's XXX vacation's going on at a hotel there. Do you want to go over to it? We got to pay to go in it." And I go, "Yeah, we're never going to do this again. I mean, let's go over there and meet people, and see what it's like." So we go over to it. Met Ron Jeremy, met some other, porn star people. They were filming on the beaches and at the pool and all this stuff, and it was weird because when you think of porn, you think I'm just going at it. Well, they don't. They'll have a little bit of sex and then they'll stop and they do their still pictures. They take a bunch of pictures of them, and then they'll go back at it and then they'll stop again and then they'll go at it again. And so it was kind of weird.
Why do they
Is
take
that how
still
you do
pictures?
it, Frank?
What?
For magazines.
For the magazines.
Yeah, Joe,
Oh.
I thought everybody did it that way.
There was a lot of drugs there. I remember there was a lot of people doing coke and ecstasy and stuff like that. It was a experience. At that time, the number one porn guy's name was Mark Davis. He was an Australian guy. And so I was sitting by him at dinner and I said, "So how does this work? What kind of money do you make?" And he said, "Well," he goes, "I make $600 a scene." And I go, "What's a scene?" He goes, "Well, a scene is just it could be a get on there and you have sex and you're done, and that's one scene. It could be, it could last 20 minutes. It could be an hour of taking pictures and stuff." And he goes, "So what I do is," he goes, "I work 20 days a month. In 10 days, I do one scene a day. In 10 days, I do two scenes a day." So I figured that out. And that comes to $220,000 a year to work 20 days a month for a couple hours a day. And I asked the girls there, I said, because this one girl there asked me to come out to California and she wanted me to do a porn with her. And I said, "No, I can't do that. I'd lose my job." And she said, and I said, "I'm not even in the porn business." And she said, "We get to work with who we want." She goes, "If a girl wants to work with a guy, all we got to do is tell the director, we want this guy in our movie, and they'll bring you in and put you in it."
So do they have to take medicine all the time, Kelly, to keep it up like that?
They do take Viagra, the guys do. And then, from what they told us, they don't like sleeping outside of the porn business because they don't know what because they're all tested frequently. So they don't want somebody in the business to go meet somebody in a bar and sleep with them, because that person could have something and then they come back and give it to somebody else. So they are pretty picky about that kind of stuff, but they also do a lot of drugs, because I was offered coke and ecstasy and all this stuff that they were doing. And I'm like, "No, I don't do that stuff." It was kind of weird. I mean, it's different to see how it was made.
Crazy
But Ron
business.
Jeremy, you guys know who Ron Jeremy is.
That's
The
Shane.
guy that looks like Shane.
Yeah, the hedgehog. And what was funny is they called him, the girls absolutely hated him. They said he's a gross pig, but they said just being in a scene with him will sell more box tops, porn magazine, more movies, they'll make more money. So that's why they did stuff. They said he's gross. No one wants to sleep with him. The girls hated him.
You guys are welcome for me inviting Kelly to this meeting.
Thank you, Shane. This
Learn
was worth
something new.
joining.
Frank,
Very-
if this doesn't bring our podcast up, I don't know what's going to bring it up.
No kidding.
Well,
Right,
I'm
we
gonna
have to
take off, guys. I gotta.
Hey, you'll
finish
have to
doing
send
some
the-
stuff.
I'll have Kurt
It's
send
Kelly's
the link or
bedtime.
whatever to the podcast, and you might have to download a couple of them and listen to them.
No, don't, Kelly.
You don't
They
need
suck.
to
Frank
have
is
a
suck.
link. You
Frank
just need to
hates our podcast.
just go
Don't
on
listen
to
to
whatever your
Frank.
favorite podcast, Apple or any of the podcasts.
Kelly doesn't
I've
know what a
never been on
podcast is.
in my life, so
He needs the
You
link
need-
sent to him.
You need to fall asleep.
yeah. Listen,
can
No,
listen.
the Wendy one's entertaining. Go
It
listen to
is.
the Wendy
one's
one.
Pretty good. There's a couple of them that were good too. I liked them. I laughed out loud at a lot of them, and I was there for
suck.
most of it.
yeah.
So,
Okay, well, good talking to you guys.
well, thanks for
too.
coming.
Thanks for
Good to
joining
see
us.
you,
Kelly.
man.
Good to see you.
See you later.
All right. See you,
Bye.
Kelly.
to see if he knows how to log off.
So much more entertaining than you, Shane.
Just because he
Kiss
talked
my
about
ass, Frank.
porn.
Yeah.
that's what Frank got into.
Hey, Frank, what's your shoe
That's-
size?
Don't answer it. It's a trick question.
I'm not going to tell you why.
Hey, because
It's gonna be your gift, Frank.
it might be your gift.
Matter of fact,
I
while
want
you're
Joe
at
to
it,
buy for me. I want Joe to buy for me. Then I know what they're going to be. I
Frank,
want a pair.
just so you'll be surprised, give him your shirt size,
Shane,
your pant
There's
size,
a deal on Amazon
your
today
hat
for Cyber
size,
Monday.
and your shoe size, and then you'll be
All right.
surprised.
Yeah, Frank, tell me.
So should we put in all our
No.
sizes?
No,
No,
Frank,
just
tell
in
me
the,
your shoe
in the
size.
chat.
Start with your shoe size, Frank.
10.
Okay.
Joe's
is your
already
underwear-
Joe's already online
What is your
ordering
underwear size?
Large.
with an extra pocket.
What is your shirt size?
Extra large. It
Pants
depends.
size.
It's not your shirt's not extra large, is it?
Yeah, it is. It depends. Sometimes I can wear a large shirt. What size is my pants size?
Yeah. Yeah.
34-30.
Oh, you're short.
Yes.
You're the same short as me.
Are you at 34?
No, I'm a 32 or a 33, depending on how good I'm doing.
Keep it up, you'll be at 34. Are we done
No.
yet?
No. No.
No.
Frank, no.
Frank, what are you gonna do at the end of this? Your kid is still asleep on the couch. You're not even home. There's no reason for you to be in a hurry for this meeting to be over.
That's true.
Talk to us, Frank.
Usually, Frank, you dominate these meetings. You can't shut
Seriously.
up. What is wrong with you now?
Just giving you guys a chance.
Porn.
Kelly dominated that topic today.
No kidding.
Although Frank was totally in on the new
I don't know
tubes
how much
issue.
of that stuff I can use.
Yeah.
You might want to bleep out a bunch of names in that one.
That was probably a little bit too much information.
I don't
Oh,
know if I
Frank,
want. I don't
you
know if I want
loved
to turn
it.
into the raunchy porn podcast.
We'll get more
Yeah.
subscribers.
Okay, hang on. I got something to tell everybody. Hulu TV, if you sign up today, it's $1 a month for 12 months. So it's
I signed up.
$12 for Hulu.
Thanks for
Frank
telling me,
signed up?
Shane. Nobody
Are you
else did.
kidding?
No, I signed up.
I mean,
No, you're lying.
Frank, you did
No, I
not.
did.
Shane, are you kidding?
You're lying.
You-
No, it's
You know, I
lying
did
to
that
your
last
teeth.
year. You remember I did that last year.
Did
It was
ya?
$1.99 a
Yes.
month for 12 months. And then I canceled it because,
Because it's lame.
well, I watched, no, that Fargo show was worth $12 or
Yeah,
So Kurt,
24.
there's not a
24.
subscription either. It's 99 cents a month if you want to sign up for a few months.
But it ends tonight, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a Cyber Monday deal, but it's 99 cents.
I've just got so many other streaming providers that I don't know where
we
I'm going
just
to find the
pause?
time to add another one and add more shows.
Can we just pause here for a second? Why can't a NASA engineer not hack into a satellite and get himself some free streaming services?
Because I'd be fired.
Good
Oh,
And I'm not
they're
gonna-
all
I'm not
doing
going to
it.
risk it. I'm not going to risk it
Everybody
after
at NASA
31
is
years.
doing it.
NASA engineers aren't thieves. They're honest,
Oh my gosh.
honest consumers. You're thinking about
Do you
Shane and
get-
his friends.
Do you get paid to toe this government employee line to spout these lies like every other government official I know? Because you're not a politician, but you
No comment.
sure do talk like one. So tomorrow, I'm changing topics. Tomorrow, I have to go get a hearing test done,
What?
an audiogram.
What? Come on, that was funny.
Yeah, when we were 16, that was
It's
funny.
an original one, Kurt.
So it's not that I'm
Oh,
getting
geez, I
old and
got-
my hearing's going
Hold
bad.
on, Joe, just wait. Kurt's got to cough up a lung.
There comes the asthma again. I did it to myself. That's my own fault. I'm asthmatic.
It wasn't even that funny, Kurt.
No.
All right.
Why do you have
so-
to get an audio test?
So for the last 5 weeks, approximately, I've had fluid in my left ear, and it won't go out. It won't drain. It's driving me nuts. I've tried everything.
Can you hear it when you move your head back and forth?
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
it go glug glug?
If I bend over, I can hear my hearing gets better because I can feel the fluid moving
Move away.
forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't get the fluid out. And like
How long has
it's
this been happening?
like
Have
at
you
least 5
Googled it?
weeks.
5 weeks. That's a long time.
So I called last week and he prescribed prednisone and an antibiotic. It doesn't hurt.
For an ear infection.
Well, yeah, that's what he prescribed. But he also prescribed prednisone, thinking there might be swelling in my ear that's holding the fluid in.
Hmm.
Didn't help at all. And I've tried a bunch of different things. So I called last Monday to see an ear, nose, and throat doc. Couldn't get an appointment till next week. But in the meantime, they're sending me tomorrow to get an audiogram, some kind of test done on my hearing. I don't know why they need a hearing test.
Oh,
I mean, they know it's going to be bad, right? If they can
yeah.
see
Why would they do that?
the doctors can look in your ear and see the fluid, right?
That's what I think. What they
They're
said
just-
was our doctors always want patients to get an audiogram before they come into the office to see them.
That's a racket.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is a
so-
racket.
Kinda
So
like radon.
you
Kinda
haven't
like
been
radon, yeah.
you haven't
It's
been
like
swimming.
radon. Thank you, Frank.
You haven't been swimming in the last 6 weeks?
No, I haven't had.
What about
No, I
that
haven't had
time your
my
wife
head
held your head under in
In
the
the toilet.
in the toilet?
Okay, yes,
Could that
that
be it?
happened.
Swirly.
No matter what the reason, let's get away from the reason. I can't fix it. I did get it.
So-
She does give me swirlies.
What? But how do you know? Are you sure that she's not doing it like every night, like when you're unconscious, when you're in a really deep sleep?
You want to know how I know that? Well, how I'm pretty sure of that? Because I've been sleeping on the couch since Labor Day weekend in the
Because you're in-
basement
Kicked you out of
Because
the
you're in
bed?
trouble.
Are you in trouble, Joe?
because of the
We need
dog.
to talk.
Because of the dog.
Oh, that dog is ruining your life, Joe.
You
That
need to
dog's
put
been
the
a
dog
challenge.
down.
Okay, so
Which
Tulip,
is more important, Joe, your wife or the dog?
my wife is more important.
Okay.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say here is my wife is trying to finish up her school, right? She's got a month and a half left.
Joe's taking one for the team.
She is so stressed out. I can't even, I've never seen her consistently so stressed.
She lives with you, Joe.
And yes, exactly. I know. So the
Who
last
wouldn't
thing I
be stressed?
need,
I'm
the last
stressed
thing
right
I need
now.
is for her to have to be awakened every morning by the dog so that she doesn't get a good night's sleep. So
You're a
I'm
good man,
sleeping
Joe.
in the basement so I can deal with the dog when he wakes up at 5 or 6 in the morning. So I can deal with the dog so she can get a good night's sleep.
She
We've
graduates
got
in
3
May.
wives. No, she graduates in January, mid-January.
Oh,
Go ahead,
so
Frank.
you've
Go
only
ahead,
got a
Frank.
couple more months.
Hey,
then.
hold up. Frank's got
Yeah.
something to
Thanks,
say.
Wouldn't some sex help her relieve some of that
No.
stress?
She absolutely says it would not. And trust me, that's been discussed.
No, not with you.
Could you get Kelly back on
He
here? I
wasn't.
got to see if he's traveling out here anytime soon. That was a good one.
You
Hey,
know,
Joe,
sex
why don't
is
you
a
go get her
stress
so we
reliever.
could talk to her?
Oh, no, Joe.
I'm gonna go see if
Good.
she's available.
Jeez, this is a bad idea.
I know.
But Joe, that is pretty smart of Joe. I mean, he's doing a good thing, but I know it's killing him.
He's taking one for the family.
Good for him.
She's on her way.
So what do you want us to tell her, Joe?
I don't know. You're the ones that wanted to talk to her.
I did not want to talk to her.
They want to talk to you. I don't know what they want to say.
What did I do?
Hey, we
Yeah,
just
we should
heard that
talk-
you're getting your degree in what, January?
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's
Congratulations.
been, how long has this journey been?
2.5 horrible, painful years.
Wow.
Can you say something out loud for me? Just because Joe
Yeah.
can't hear us, just say, Frankie, I agree with you. That's the truth.
That's a good idea. Say, yeah, Frank, that's a
it.
good idea. I will do
Yeah,
that.
Frank, I agree with you. That's a good idea.
Okay, Frank, I agree with you. That's a good idea.
I'll do that.
So-
All right.
Say I'll
So
do that.
Shane-
I'll do that.
Shane had this idea that to release some of the stress that you're under, if you and Joe would, yeah. That was
Well,
Shane's
not
idea.
just that, but at least once a day.
You guys apparently don't know how females work.
Well,
Oh,
we're not saying it's going to be easy, but
can
it
take
would
one for the
relieve
team.
stress.